Welcome everybody, RedArrow23 here, time for Angry G Vibe highlights for the week. We're going to be heading in with episode 18. Let's boom some beaches. Alright, let's get into the hits. So first we've got Lou on Conifold. Let's have a look around the map first. Pretty standard looking Conifold, although there are quite a lot of rocket launchers around. The health on the core before any damage was on was about 1.6, 1.7, so 1.9 mil before damage. So there's a little bit more, a little bit less than that because there's already been someone hit the core. We've got a nice flag landing on the right hand side. Yeah, it looks like about a third left on the core. And here we go, Lou's going to save the day, finish it off for us. Oh, mind that gap, lost a couple there. That flare was a little bit off the wall, and the Zukas are walking wide. Oh, lost another few, that's okay. It's okay, we've got some Zukas. Wait, what? Ah, no! Mind the gap, buddy. Oh no, Lou! That's hard luck. I think he's got 3 Zukas left and he's just going to let them die. So I believe what probably happened was right up, because the perfect flare point is right on that wall, and usually you'll get like a out of bounds before you get in. So here we go, we got Naicon is up next on Callisto. So let's check him out. Going to be clearing some mines first, I think. There we go. Health on this one is 17, 1.4, so 1.6 on the core today, 1.6 million. Nice flag landing. Those left rocket launchers will be in range, so he's just smoking it. Nice. Flares up and loses the delay, but that's fine because we're not going to be in range of those for the kill. So let's move on up. Let's do some serious damage on this bad boy. What do you got for us, Naicon? So pop a shot mine, that's fine. So we've got the rocket launchers, flamethrowers, rocket launchers, and that shock blaster. And Nikon ain't afraid of no flamethrowers. Why would we need to shock them? They're only flamethrowers. Psh, psh, psh. It's not like we need to shock them. Look at him, he's only got 4 girls by the time the rocket launchers get released. So it's probably a solo, because look at how much damage he did, and he just didn't shock the flamethrower. Ruthless Nikon, ruthless. Just letting them burn, letting them get crispy. Must have something against the Zukas today. Alright, so who's the next here? We got BVD, I believe. Where are you, BVD? There you are. Boomtown. Let's check it out. So the note on this attack, I think, was... so rocket launcher's already gone, so just clean up the left side, get the shield generators, and then maybe try and get a couple of rocket launchers. So let's see how BVD does. So there's... what's that, 4 rocket launchers at the back because the machine gun is there on the right. That's all good. The grappler's starting to pick a few off, so that's why he's brought the riflemen and the critters. Just going to be using a bit of cannon fodder there, getting picked off by the boom cannon and grapplers. And here we go, moving up, using 1 shock, and let's get it on. Let's get it on. So he's taken out all his defenses, the shield generators, I like it, left 1 sniper tower, it's not a big deal, don't have to worry about that, gonna get a little bit more GBE, and then we're gonna start flaring up, I like it. Here we go, see if we can get a couple rocket launchers maybe. Who knows, still got a minute 30, so we got time, and look at that, in the dead zone, shocks the 2 next rocket launchers, flares on, oh and look at that, that's beautiful. So the damage amp, there's sometimes a rocket launcher there as well, so he's got... pretty lucky with the layout this time, I think. And then look at that. It's probably running out of GBE by now. And then he peeks. Oh! Okay. So gets destroyed. Probably a waste of a shock because he's going to be using the dead zone anyway, but that's all good. BVD just destroying all the rocket launchers. Not following the note, so probably some minus points for that. He was supposed to share the rocket launchers around with the rest of the team, so come on, Baron Von Donut. Share the love. Alright, next up we got BVD. Also known as Dom. He's the leader of Angry Dragons. There's not much health on the core, so he just needs to get there and do a probably one salvo of Zuka Fire. So what do we reckon? Probably got a hot landing, so we'll use 2 smokes there, 1, 2, 3, and then a double smoke at the end. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 smokes, you reckon? It sounds about reasonable. Maybe 8. We'll go for 8. Let's count how many smokes Dom's going to use, because I think he's going for the most smokes award. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 so far. 5, 6, oh, little peek, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 smokes, nearly peeks out the front as well. Uses some critters, throws a few shocks, and boom, down goes the core. 1 medkit, still had GBE for a medkit, so I'm okay with that. Nice work, Dom. It was a lot of smokes, but dead is dead. As we like to say in Angry G Vibe, dead is dead. Especially with a medkit. Alright. So next up we've got a bit of an ugly minnow. We're going to be using E-Dog's first attack. Mack, this is Mack. Mack loves minnow. He's a bit of a specialist, but we do have that laser up the top and there's a whole bunch of shocks to rip, so let's see how we go. Mortar's out of range, so he's just going to flag land, collect a few cells because he obviously gets to do the mine clearing. The first person, I don't mind, take a few more cells than everybody else. It's all good. Get your GBE up, and then he's spacing those smokes nicely because they're only single shots, doesn't matter. And then he tightens them up a little bit more, but still pretty spread around these rocket launchers. Double smoke at the end because he doesn't want to get caught out with the spread. I sometimes go with a triple smoke. Flares onto the core, and the critters up the back are a little bit late. Scumbag critters, too late to the party, and the laser has focused onto the Zukas. So hard luck, Mack got all of his shocks off. If the critters were earlier, if the critters were earlier, if they had shown up to work on time and they didn't get stuck in traffic, trying to call in sick, then that would have been a monster attack. Like, he still did quarter damage, and he probably could have done maybe half, because he lost like half of his Zukas in that first laser fire. So here we go, we got ZFH, aka Powder Addict, PA. I love that name, Powder Addict. I'm addicted to Powder too, PA. I'm starting to run out on my main account actually. But that's all good. Lost the delay on the front rocket launcher, so he's going to have to shock a bit earlier. And lost them on the rest of them by the look of it as well. Gets the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shocks. 6 shocks from PA. So great attack. The machine gun is right on the limit as well, so great attack from the Powder Addict. 6 shocks. If he didn't lose the delay, I think there would have been just even more damage. So crazy. We did have one more attack before this by Movingday, putting it out of his misery. Didn't go particularly well, but it's all good. So just want to show this one. 3 attacks in a highlight episode is heaps anyway. So here we go, moving on up. Only a little bit of health on the core, probably still quarter, and he gets the critters off early. There we go, and the laser is distracted for a couple shots. I like it. So there you go, the core goes down. Critters must have left home a little bit earlier, got to work on time, and M-Day takes it down. Minnow, that was a pretty rough minnow for like a 6 shock core rush or using critters. Alright, here we go, moving on to RedArrow23 on Outworks. We got a little bit more of a friendly Outworks on the left hand side. There's sometimes some rocket launchers down there, so this open is going to be a bit easier. The rest of Outworks is looking pretty standard, but the rocket launchers on the left definitely make this opening attack a little bit harder. So this is the first time I've tried this attack. Saw it on Turtle's stream. So shout out to Turtle and the guys at, previously Smoke Inc. And now they've merged into Angry Turtles. So definitely check them out, check out Turtle's streams. So here we go, we've got a med kit just to cover the health on the barbed wire, and then we got the 1 shock, and then I thought I missed it, so I threw another shock. I practiced it a few times and I actually thought I missed the original flare shock point. So then I've got the re-shocks coming in hot, and we've got no flares, so we're just going to be clearing out everything. clearing it all out. Obviously our main objective is to hit those shields, and we've got the re-shock onto the rocket launchers and shock launchers. And then we want those med kits just to keep those ladies who are walking into the barbed wire alive. Get the re-shocks and maybe even a re-med kit. And now once the shields have gone down, I don't need to worry about it anymore. The bazookas aren't going to do anything spectacular from now on, so I'm just going to be spending my GBE elsewhere, clearing some mines down here for the next attack and the core rush, and some mines up here for the top shield hit. So I was pretty happy with that hit. Went pretty well for the first one. Got a little bit of bat on the rocket launchers just in case we could get them down, save us a shock on the core, because that's going to help us out a lot. We got Angry Rammy is going to tie us up for today, last attack, and it was the last attack, it was the first core rush on Outworks. We didn't manage to get those rocket launchers down, so it's still going to be quite a few shocks. We'll have a look, see how Angry Rammy does it. Ramrod's been moved over to Angry G Vibe, lovely to have her over here with her man Danny Snacks, aka Ink. So you'll be seeing a few attacks from them. There's max mines either side of that little entry into the barbed wire there. So very close, flares onto the core, and look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4 shocks. One critter is distracting the 2 lots of rocket launchers, and she's just repeating those critters. Boom, 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 boom. Rocket launchers shot through into the Zookas a little bit there, but that's okay. Look at the damage she gets on the core. Awesome. Great hit. I think the next attacker accidentally managed to clip one of those mines, and that was game over for that attack pretty much. And then someone managed to finish it off. So that's the Angry G Vibe highlights for this week. Check out the team. We've had a few people come in new. A few people from other parts of the family have come and join us, like Angry Rammy and Danny Snacks. Look at us. Highest leaderboard position, 16. I love it. We've been doing really well. We haven't been running at 100% for massive attack, but we've been running usually over deep cut figures. So that's awesome. Here's the team doing well. Really enjoying it at the moment. Getting my intel and burning the powder, because that's what it's all about, having fun and just owning it. So nice work, Angry G Vibe. Shout out to Angry G Vibe, all the players there. Give us a comment down below which attack was your favorite and why, and give us a thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't, and subscribe for more. Boom, hey!